my name's Maddie Haar, and this is my freshman experience. This year has been full of a lot of changes, starting with graduation. Graduation was bittersweet. I was happy to be going to my dream school at the University of Minnesota Twin Cities, but I was going to miss my friends. And yes, even some of my teachers. I had had some of my best times in high school, with people I would never forget. Because of these people, I have tried and done things I had never even thought possible. Perhaps the thing that has shaped me the most has been speech. I was in speech for 4 years, and through that I have now realized my love for public speaking and being a leader. My speeches have taught me so many lessons, and my coaches have made me realize that I want to become a teacher, and maybe coach speech on the side. I grew up in a big family. My oldest sister, Alinda, has been my inspiration. She has faced so much, and she always has a smile and a positive attitude. My little brother Alex and my sister Tasha have always been there for me too. They may be a pain sometimes, but I still love them. My dog Rosie is my best friend. I've had her since I was 5 years old. She's the best dog ever. I knew that leaving my friends, speech, my family, and of course my dog behind wasn't going to be easy, but I knew I could do it. Going to the U was going to be the biggest challenge of my life. I had no clue what to expect in such a big city. I knew I'd have to give up my nice big room for something a little smaller. My big, comfy bed for a loft. My vanity mirror for a dresser and a medicine cabinet. And of course, I would have to find a place for all my clothes. But it's not all bad. I get to have a TV in my room, and I get to keep it as messy as I want. And since I'm a big nerd and music lover, I get to finally put up my posters and pictures how I want. I grew up in St. Cloud, Minnesota, which is about an hour north of the cities. And while to most people, St. Cloud was a big city, to me it was small. I knew that living in a big city was definitely going to be a change. Everything I did was going to be different, especially how I got around. One of my biggest fears about coming to the U was meeting new people. But thankfully I've met some awesome people, who I am now really good friends with. Another thing I had to change was how I studied. I have to study a lot more in college than I did in high school. One place you can always find me is in Wilson Library studying. The other, Starbucks, of course. A big perk of going to a big school is having huge sporting events. One of my favorite sports to watch is football. And while we didn't win many of our games, just being there and being with my friends made every game worth it. Another advantage of going to a big school is a lot of famous people come through here. People like Kid Cudi, Obama, and even Common all come here because we're such a big school. Seeing Kid Cudi during homecoming was so awesome. It was my very first concert and I felt so lucky that I was able to go. I will never forget that night. No matter what, one of the biggest things I will always remember about my freshman year was seeing Obama when he came to the U. I felt so honored that I was one of the few people that actually got to see him, even if I had to stand in line for 5 hours. Whenever I had trouble studying or I needed to feel inspired, I would go down to the river and take pictures. It's during these times that I felt the most at peace and calm. I know that photography is something I will be able to use for the rest of my life and enjoy it. Manage me, I'm a mess. When I was younger, I used to think that college was a place where you could do pretty much anything you wanted. But after being here, I realized that college is no joke. It's not only leaving the nest, but it's learning how to change everything. How you schedule things, how you study, how much time you spend with your friends, and how you just get around. All in all, my freshman experience is something I will never forget. While there has been a lot of change, I know that this is all for the better, and I will become a better person because of that change. Being here at the U has taught me so many things. I now feel like I am finally an adult. I feel empowered, and I feel that no matter what, I can take on the world. One step at a time.